A new Fox poll shows that Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio as the only Republicans that could actually beat Hillary Clinton if the elections were held today. But look at what happens when Donald Trump is sort of thrown in the mix there as a third-party candidate. Well, the numbers show Trump's third-party run would hand the election right over to Hillary. To Hatley, Heath, and Manning, and Democrat strategist Basil Smikle on Trump's third-party run. And what it exactly would mean. Basil, you know, I keep hearing that the Democrats are licking their chops, and that every time there's a Trump soundbite, they're rejoicing. But you know what? By the same token, I think he is resonating beyond Democrats, and these sort of polls might be giving you guys a false sense of security.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, look, I think that the Democratic message right now, we're the only ones talking about economic opportunity. We're talking about immigration reform. I don't think you're hearing that on the Republican side. You hear mostly anger coming from that side. And the reality is that as long as Donald the standard bearer of the Republican Party platform, which he is today by virtue of where he stands in the polls, then it's going to be an incredible show to see all of the quote unquote establishment Republican candidates trying to essentially tiptoe around Donald Trump.
Here's a problem, Hatley. You know, we hear immigration reform. What the heck does that mean anymore? I think people are tired of hearing that. Donald Trump's put out a 1,900 worded you know, sort of policy on immigration. It's certainly comprehensive, whether you believe in it or not. And as these sort of policies start to gain some sort of traction here, again, I think it's a huge mistake for anyone on both sides of the aisle to dismiss them.
No, I agree with you, and in true Donald Trump style, his immigration reform plan is very bold, but it still is a comprehensive immigration reform plan, and other Republicans have talked about immigration reform. They have talked about economic opportunity. Those Republicans are presenting a vast array of ideas. I hope the election will be a competition of those ideas rather than a competition of personalities, which is what it seems to be with Donald Trump in the mix. But yeah, Donald Trump, he's just a problem for the Republican Party because even outside of the party, if he runs as an independent or as a third party, he draws support away from the GOP, ensuring a win for Hillary. So even though it might be a good show, it might be entertaining, and it would certainly be good for Democrats, making a lot of Democrats happy, it would cause big problems for those of us who want to see conservative policies put into place.
In other words, so you're saying Donald Trump is not a conservative?
No, I'm saying that he is drawing a lot of support from conservatives, but he would, because of the politics of the matter, ensure a win for Hillary Clinton or whomever the Democratic nominee is, who certainly isn't a conservative.
So you got to help me out here. If Donald Trump is nominated by the GOP, forget about a third-party run, you think that ensures that Hillary Clinton wins, Hatley?
I believe it ensures a win for whomever the Democrats nominate, because I don't know that Donald Trump has what it takes to win the general election with Republican primary voters at this point in time, but in order to appeal to the base outside, to the general public outside of the Republican base, he's got some serious problems.
All right, guys, you got to leave it there.
We're going to continue.
Basil, we're going to continue this later on because you both have some great points, and I want to follow up, but we've run out of time on this segment. Thanks a lot. Next.